Looks like he's holding some kind of map.
Hey, you wanna go do something?
I'm tired. Let's just hang out.
You wouldn't be tired if you ate breakfast.
What are you, my dad? I feel sick in the morning. Shut up.
Whatever.
Hey, kids.
Hey.
Theo, that's the lady that Miss M...
Shut up, Alicia.
Now, wait a minute. Alicia, is it? You know Miss M?
Of course we do, ma'am. We're kids. She's our teacher.
Yeah, we just know her from school and stuff.
Right. So you haven't seen Miss M around today, have you?
Nope.
Well, I have a few questions for you. Do you know what happened yesterday to a man named Carl?
My friend told me that somebody murdered him with a knife. I bet it was totally gross.
I bet you wouldn't say that if you saw it for real, Theo. You'd just be sad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? Just like when we found that dead bird.
Shut up. That was different.
Do you guys know Gabriel?
Yeah, he's a cop, but he doesn't have a gun like you do.
Policemen should have guns. My dad has like 4 of them, and he's just a baker, not a policeman.
Hey, can I hold your gun, lady?
In your dreams, kiddo. So Katerina is your teacher, right?
Nuh-uh. Our teacher's name is Melinda, but she prefers Miss M.
You know, I need to find Miss M really badly. Do you know where she would go if she was ever in trouble?
I don't know.
We have no idea, man.
I think you know more. Now would be the time to tell me before you get into trouble.
There's nothing to say, lady.
But Theo,
Alicia, chill. We haven't done anything wrong.
I guess.
Do you guys know Walter?
Yeah, he's the best. Nisa is my favorite. Mom even made a cute hat for him once.
Yeah, and then Nissa said it looked like an old carpet and made some poo-poo. He's so funny.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
He's okay, I guess. He came by the school once and talked about catching criminals and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. It sucks that there's no women in our police station, though.
I noticed, but it's not like that in most places. In the city, it's almost 50-50.
Really? Do you think I could be in the police one day? Like you?
Sure, kid. Nothing's stopping you.
Ha! When I become a policewoman, I'll arrest you all the time, Theo.
Oh, dream on!
Do you know who Stina Ruth is?
Yeah, she works with my mom, the mayor. Stina is pretty cool. I like how she doesn't treat me like a kid.
I see. How does your mom like working with Stina?
I know they fight sometimes, but Mom says that's why she likes having Stina around. She doesn't like people who always agree.
Sounds like a good quality in a leader.
I guess.
So, did you guys ever hang out with Maya Strand?
Hang out? No way. She didn't really like kids.
She liked me sorta, but this one time, she got real angry with Alicia.
Oh yeah? Why?
I just wanted to try all her stupid stuff.
Alicia was like running around and pressing all the buttons, and Maya totally freaked out.
That sucked. I was just messing around and she started yelling at me.
Yeah, Maya used to be fun. When we were little, she'd talk about history and stuff.
Now she only talks to herself, like a crazy lady.
Not anymore. She's dead, Allie.
Okay, whatever. Sorry, I guess.
What do you guys think of Dr. Pearson?
He's kind of weird, but nice. Every time I see him, he teaches me something new about the human body.
Yeah, he fixed my broken arm too. It's totally fine now. Look!
Oh, seems to have healed up nicely. What happened?
It totally wasn't my fault. I liked climbing and went up my favorite path in the junk heap, but somebody had messed it up, so I slipped.
Ouch. Better be more careful.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know Leonard Dahl?
Who?
He was... Never mind. Doesn't matter. Do you know what happened in the museum last week?
Miss M told us in school. She almost cried. I could see tears in her eyes.
My mom was totally freaked out that day. She had to work late again.
Yeah? Why's that?
I don't know. Guess she had to talk to the police and stuff.
I doubt these kids know anything about that. Do you know what happened in the recycling center today?
Did somebody get hurt? My mom said it wouldn't happen again. That they would get help from the city to get the bad guys.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the help.
Wow, they sent a girl?
Stop it, Theo. You always say stupid things and get us in trouble.
No, I don't want to scare them. No need. I'm sure they know who Katerina is. That's all I need, kids.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock and they precede the junk heap itself. Cute outfit. Must have taken forever to knit. Old pre-collapse cars, likely stripped of all usable parts at this point. A refrigerator. I don't really feel like opening it, for my nose's sake. I'm surprised I haven't seen many bicycles around. Should be a good mode of transportation around Nordsund. Old pre-collapse cars, likely stripped of all usable... Old pre-collapse... A big old combustion engine exhaust. You don't see many of those around these days. Not sure where that door leads.
Allie? Feeling rested?
I don't want to share that with him. Maybe later. I think that leads to a church. There's that red light again. Something must be wrong. A live baby in a womb tank. What on earth are these people doing? No need to do that again. A live baby in a womb tank. Oh, the tank is nearly out of nutrients. I should keep an eye out for a replacement canister. This must be meant for the child in the womb tank. Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock and they precede the junk heap itself. I need to find a replacement canister for the womb tank in the apartment. Looks like something is missing here. That won't fit in there. That won't fit in there. That won't fit in there. Big enough for 2 people. Recently used. Odd-looking thing. No idea what it's for. The womb tank is closed. That won't fit in there. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I've already done that. I need to find a replacement canister for the womb tank in the apartment. I don't think extra strength helps there. Sure, I could try to open the tank with brute force, but I don't want to risk breaking it. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. That action doesn't seem productive to me. That combination makes no sense. That combination makes no sense. Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. I'll leave him to his art. About half filled with God knows what. Pretty stinky. It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one right now. A portable medical kit with all the essentials. Various medical supplies. Hi there. I see that there's been some progress with the fallen power line.
Yep, feel free to head in now.
Great, I'll do that later. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. I don't think this is the nutrient canister I'm looking for. The receptacle in the womb tank was much smaller. This looks like some kind of dispenser, though. So if I find the right container, I might be able to refill it here. Some old pre-collapse gadgets, probably for the museum. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim. I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do with processing samples. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. I don't think this is the nutrient canister I'm looking for. The receptacle in the womb tank was much smaller. This looks like some kind of dispenser, though. So if I find the right container, I might be able to refill it here. This crude bed looks regularly used. Looks like various plant samples. No. Wow, this thing must have been fearsome back in the day. Looks like this is modeled from how the world looked pre-collapse. There's no crack caused by the Hyperloop failure, and the crater field is nowhere to be seen. No idea what this is. Must have been some kind of local thing. I remember reading about some military experiment gone haywire in these parts. Maybe this is it. I'm pretty sure these were flown autonomously, and that some famous world leader got killed by hackers who took control of her vehicle. A terrorist group claimed responsibility, and there was a bloody civil war. A regeneration pod kept people healthy and energetic. Due to the third decree, AI today is practically non-existent outside sanctioned laboratory conditions. Fringe terrorist groups such as the Conduit and N Protocol, EP, still try to resurrect AI, but have been successfully fought and nearly wiped out by authorities. Critics of the nanosubstance Blue claim that despite it lacking CPUs, it is a form of intelligent neural network warranted to be included in the third decree. Defenders of Blue tend to cite the Fourth Amendment, where transhumanism efforts in the form of human augmentation are declared legal. However, the Fourth Amendment was written before the discovery of Blue, when primitive mechanical and cybernetic implants were the only options for human augmentation. The collapse occurred on what we now refer to as Year Zero AR, Anno Reducto, Year of the Collapse. During this time, AI was involved intimately in every part of our lives. The typical family could not be sustained without it for more than a few weeks. A coalition of anti-technology, anti-globalist, and religious movements, referred to as the human wave, reached a critical mass due to a series of AI incidents across the globe. A growing fear of the singularity, mainly proposed by Voice for Human Progress, VFHP, was a contributing factor, as were proven hardware faults in widespread robotics across the globe. On June 2nd, the third decree UN resolution was passed, declaring that all AI was scheduled to be discontinued over a course of 10 years. An observant reader may notice that this definition is different from the third decree we live by today, wherein CPUs are completely outlawed. This is because the third decree has been amended 12 times. However, the phasing out period for AI did not proceed as planned, and we now enter an era in which there are large holes in our historical records. But we do know that there was a massive worldwide blackout, rendering most computer chips and processors in the world unusable. Contemporary scholars have theorized about what exactly caused this sudden change. If it was a deliberate large-scale attack, an unintended consequence of the ongoing shutdowns, or if there could be natural causes, such as solar flares. The evidence is scarce, and the lack of global communication and infrastructure, not to mention the struggle for daily survival, has made truth-seeking in this matter extraordinarily difficult. Regardless, the end result was clear. From that day, the old world was no more. In the dark, we took our first stumbling steps as truly free humans, surrounded by our mountains of dead machines. It shows various star constellations, apparently the ones we plan to explore with some incredible new rocket engine that they were about to finish when the collapse happened. It's hard to think that most people had several of these in their homes once upon a time. Path of the Pilgrim. Kind of an odd name for an exhibition about the collapse. This facility has been deemed compliant with the Third Decree, 12th Amendment, on November 4th, 79 AR. I'm pretty sure these... I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Nice little garden. Surprised it gets enough sun here. Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it. Empty. Guess there are no classes today. Not really feeling an urge for tea right now. Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Hey, Walter, do you happen to have any containers for liquid nutrients?
Oh, I'm fresh out of those. Sold my last one to Maya Strand. Said she was working on a processing unit for a high-energy liquid food solution. Like people actually want to eat goo.
All right. Thanks anyway. I guess you heard what happened in the recycling center.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but man, people dropping dead left and right like this, it's getting real scary out there.
What do you think of the conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem like the kind of guy who would meddle with AI, but you have to remember that these are just puppets and dolls.
It's true. I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nutjobs.
I don't think he wants to talk about that again. I guess you heard what happened in the recycling center.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but man, people dropping dead left and right like this, it's getting real scary out there.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary. What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
Not really.
I've got some more questions for you two.
Okay.
Fine.
I doubt these kids know anything about that. That's all I need, kids.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
I need to find a replacement canister for the womb tank in the apartment. Old shipping containers, neatly. A big old combustion engine exhaust. You don't see many of those around these days. A refrigerator. I don't really feel like opening it for my nose's sake.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
I'm looking for a nutrient canister. Know where I can get my hands on one of those?
No idea. But didn't Maya have some kind of machine in her apartment for that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Looks purely decorative. A thermos, presumably filled with coffee. A thermos, not sure where that door... Maybe later. I don't feel an urge for a coffee break right now. I think that leads to a church of some kind. That's not the right. This must be meant for the child in the womb tank. Odd-looking thing. No idea what it's for. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. It's the key I found in the recycling center. Likely belonged to Leonard. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. I don't think this is the nutrient canister I'm looking for. The receptacle in the womb tank was much smaller. This looks like some kind of dispenser, though. So if I find the right container, I might be able to refill it here. Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway. It's a sketch of the exhibition downstairs. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 Annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's. Everything under control?
Just a normal day of fixing one thing and breaking two.
A regeneration pod. Kept people healthy and energetic. Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Allie? Feeling rested yet?
I don't think extra strength helps there. Guess that's the intake for materials to be recycled. A few crates of different sizes, maybe for transporting some of the recycled materials. That combination makes no sense. It's the key I found in the recycling center. Likely belonged to Leonard. About half filled with God knows what. Pretty stinky. Mostly history books and some fictional novels. I'd say those are saffron crocuses. Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind. Some old pre-collapse gadgets, probably for the museum. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. I don't think this is the nutrient canister I'm looking for. The receptacle on the womb tank was much smaller. This looks like some kind of dispenser, though. So if I find the right container, I might be able to refill it here. I don't need to... No need to go back in there.
Horrible how much death has befallen us. I read that in a book once.
A fitting quote, considering the circumstances. I don't need any... Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment. I don't see how those things work together. No use. It's locked. Doesn't fit. That action doesn't... I don't see how those things... I don't need to rummage through that. Various books and office supplies. I don't see how those things work together. Looks disconnected. Probably not worth the energy. Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions. Nice spot there next to the wind chime. I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
I'm looking for a nutrient canister. Know where I can get my hands on one of those.
A nutrient what?
Never mind. I'm looking for a nutrient canister. Know where I can get my hands on one of those.
A nutrient what?
Never mind. That's all I needed.
Very well.
Hello?
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
I'm looking for a nutrient canister. Know where I can get my hands on one of those?
No idea. But didn't Maya have some kind of machine in her apartment for that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.